So it's time for the roof. Jeff, Arizona Hot Homestead. Let's take a look at this roof. I have some drip edge here. 4-inch, I went with 4x4. I got some tar. Not only does it help hold the drip edge down, but it helps keep it from leaking. But here's one important part. This tar paper, some people call it felt paper, some people call it roofing paper, whatever. I call it tar paper. This tar paper, from what I understand, don't want it exposed to the elements. So the minute you put it up, you got to put your roofing material on right away. Well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that. What happens is, you see how it's curled up at each layer? It's because as it dries, it starts to curl. And you don't want those curls. See, I ripped it right there crawling around on the roof the other day, putting the trim on. So it's going to work out okay because I'm going to have a metal roofing over it anyhow. And I'm going to go through and I'll put some tar on there, some nice pretty black tar. That's going to help hold that edge down anyhow. And it's overlapped a few inches. And with a metal roofing, this roof won't leak. I don't think I need to do this with the metal roofing, but I'm doing it anyhow because the paper was free. Since I got free material, I might as well take advantage of it. I got another drip edge to put over there in that corner. What I'll do when I go to put the metal roofing on top is I'm going to come along this edge here, and all the edges are going to have some tar, basically a couple inches wide of tar all the way around the edge, and then as well as on the seams and all that through here, so that if water were to get underneath here, it's not going to be able to go through the tar. So that's the thinking behind the tar. So but this is my roof at this moment. Let me show you a couple other very funny things about my roof here. Keep in mind, I am no construction guy, no roofing guy. I'm a nobody, because look at this, it's going to be funny. Check this out. Alright, check this out. Like I said, I am no roofer, no construction guy, but this building is not square. So there's my rafter, and that rafter was not cut. When I went to put my plywood on, it didn't quite match up right. Now these rafters are 16 on center, starting with this edge here. But when I did that, I found out in doing so, I'm off by a little bit. So I went as close as I could to being 16 on center. And what I did here is I cut out notches into each 2x4 so to rest onto the wall there. I should have put a board across here. Why I didn't, I think I just forgot. I got excited about putting the trim on, and I forgot to put the end board there, the facial board I think it's called. As you can tell, something's wrong there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I may just leave it. I may do something with it. I don't know. It's a shed, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But check out some of the other stuff. See how the gap is right there? Following this same edge here, right over here, there is no gap. In fact, I had to cut it. Now, let's take a look at this other side. So now we're on the other side, the door side basically, and you kind of see there's not much of a gap. When you actually look at it, see where the plywood lays and see how far out the 2x6 goes? That don't look right. And we go to the other side of it, and it almost sits, well, not quite perfect, but see the felt paper hangs over a little bit. Now the felt paper is perfectly square. So the felt paper overlapping here is equal all the way across on this door side. Now on the back side, the felt paper is right on the edge of the plywood, which tells me this. The plywood and the felt paper are square, and it's the building in the 2x6s that's not square. So these braces I put on really helped out because it gave me something to grip onto. And these braces I went, let's see here, I went 2 on one and one, and then 2 and 1, and I went along that way. And that should help. That thought was to keep them straight. So the building is not square, but the roof actually is square, but not the 2x6s. And by the way, this cripple wall here, when I was standing on the roof, did not move at all. So I'm now confident that my cripple wall that I was afraid was going to fall off, it stayed. Now if you notice, there's no boards across here. And normally there should be. Why? I don't know why I didn't put one there. I think I just forgot. So I don't know what I'm going to do there because I got the flashing already, the drip edge already sitting there. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I may just leave it. I may not. I don't know. The roof panels are on. Look at this. I went with green, so it matches those over there. But I think it's a different brand, obviously, because I bought it at Lowe's. So, but here's I have 8-foot panels. So we have a section going right here. And then I just went ahead and overlapped it. This whole thing is 12 feet, so it overlaps like about 4 feet. I left a little bit of a edge here. So not only do I have this drip edge, but I did this. Now if you notice on my screws, look what I did. Put one there. Now some people say you're supposed to put a screw like, let's see, right on top of here. Well, I don't get that because that, when I've tried it, it actually damages more than if I just put it on the side. So I don't know if you're supposed to tap it first and then put the screw in. That kind of doesn't make sense to me when you're putting on the roof. So I just put 2 down. It's overkill, but I'm good with it. Then on the other side, it also overlaps just a hair. See how this piece here kind of is a gap? But that's okay, because when I did this roof, these panels are just about 3 foot in width. So I've got, how many panels I got? 3, 6, 9, 12. But keep in mind, my roof is not straight. And you're overlapping a little bit on your roofing. You just don't overlap this each time, because you lose a little bit of your inches. So I did 5 rolls. So what I ended up doing was overlapping these 2 here more than these over here. And therefore these ended up curling up more, because I guess it's not designed to overlap as much. I don't know. But in either case it works. It's overlapped enough. It's screwed down. I've got tar running along the strip there. I've got tar running along here. I've got tar running along there, and I've got tar running along the edge line. And then on the edge, I also left about 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch on the edge there. But the roof is done. Now we go to the door and the inside.